Okay, everyone, we are live. So what I was planning to do was something a little bit more extreme, but I decided I'm actually going to save that for when I decide to get more subscribers for a celebration. So, anyways, that doesn't mean that we can't have fun right now. So this is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be making some special pasta. I'm going to be using some fusilli pasta, an onion, 2 tomatoes, some garlic, mushrooms, and since these hamburgers will be expiring soon, I actually should use them as well. And I'm actually thinking of using them to mix into the pasta, so that way I could make it a beef pasta sort of thing. I think it should look good. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take some of this rapeseed oil and I'm going to put it in this pan because a certain friend of mine uh, advised that it was good. And this is a certain friend. Hello there, Rose. A rose by any other name smells as sweet as chocolates. All right, so there we go. We're just going to pour a little bit in here. Hey, Cement, how you doing? Just in time. So I just poured in a little bit of olive oil here, rapeseed oil there, and then I'm also going to put in some Himalayan salt into the pasta right here. Oy, oy, oy. This is why I hate doing things with one hand, and I'm gonna have to do it, show you like so. There it is. Come on. Voila. All right. Voila. Come on. Stop sliding. Stop sliding. There we go. Come on. Whew. Oh, this is tough. This is very tough. All right. Perfect. Stay there. Okay. There we go. So now I'm just going to sprinkle some salt in here. The combination of the Himalayan salts and the olive oil helps make the noodles more tender. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this stove on to heat it up. First, I'm going to heat the stove. There we go. There we go. Heat it up nice and fast. And then I'm going to do the same with this one as well. There we go. They're both heating up very well. I saw a recipe for chicken empanadas that I was going to send you the video name and episode. It's out of my league as a beginner cook. I could do something with it. You know what? I will consider it, Cement. Thank you. All right. So, I'm just going to turn the light on here so that way you guys get a better view. Much better. All right. Yeah, send it to my if you have Discord, you could DM me or you could actually send it to my Gmail account. All right, so while this is heating up, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mince the garlic. All right, so here we go. Garlic's right there. Just gonna move this. And here we go. Let's mince it nice and well, like so. Okay, so here we go. Just get it there, and voila, there we go, nice and minced. And then we just cut it up like so. I'm following Richard's advice to use a thin blade and not a sharp blade because the aerated blade can actually cut some of the juice away, and I don't want that. I'm just going to be cutting it nice and slow. Nice and slow. And I'm just going to cut here as well. All right, there we go. Let's cut that out as well. Actually, let's mince first. Go. Nice and minced. All right, let's see what else is going on. Is that attached to your channel in the info? It is not. I will actually, I will attach that once I get closer to the end of the stream. Or actually, know what? Yeah, I will attach it once this video is finished and then let you know. Okay, so here we go. Garlic's all nice and cut. Very good. And we're going to put this garlic into the frying pan, so that way we can caramelize it. And then once that's done, we're gonna get started on the onion. All right, so let's just take this. All right, so we're just gonna grab this, grab the onions. Don't worry, I washed my hands, Ross. It's all good. Channel name is Saber Easy. Video name seems to be Can't Stop Eating This Crunchy Layer Chicken Empanada, So Crunchy and Tasty. All right, sounds good. I will definitely look into that one, Cement, and I'll see if I can make that in a few days, because tomorrow I'm actually going to be making some mashed potatoes, but I will definitely keep you in mind. All right, so we're going to let this go for about a minute. I wanted to reach through the screen and swipe the plate they were on. You want to swipe everything, man. Kind of like Swiper and Dora the Explorer. Yes, I can't believe I just said that. Sorry. Okay. Oh, God. Why did I just say that? All right. Anyways, moving on. All right. I'm going to cut this onion in half, like so. Come on. Perfect. Onion's nice and cut. And I'm just going to start cutting like so, leading with the knuckle. So, cut into 3 halves like this. Richard usually does it in thirds. All right, there we go, voila, and cut. So let's cut this up as well. And there's the root, like so. All right, let's put the onions, and now we're going to put the onions into the frying pan, like so. Just put a little bit more rapeseed oil in there. Voila. That should do it, perfect. And then we're just going to cut the other onion now, very quickly. Right. First one. Right, come on. Stop being so slippery. Voila. Oh boy, this is very simple. Come on, there we go. That should do it. Let's caramelize the rest of these onions. Not crying, I'm not crying. See? Okay, there we go. Just putting the rest in there. And that should do it. All right. I sent you the link to the video Shemenchu's recommended. It does look tasty. Awesome. All right, let's see what we got here. Good to see you, Shemenchu's. Hey, Anne, how are you? All right, sounds good. So here's what we're doing. We're now caramelizing the onions. And I'm just going to get this spatula here. Just center it a bit. And we're going to be doing this for about 3 minutes. So it's going to be nice and caramelized, and it's going to be browning very nicely. All right, oh, look at that garlic. Garlic is getting very good. Okay, pasta's boiling, very good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the pasta in here very gently. There we go. And we're going to let this boil for 10 to 12 minutes. So put that up. Onions caramelizing, and now we're going to be cutting some mushrooms in the meantime. Okay, so we'll throw that away. And now what we're going to do is we're going to quarter these mushrooms, like so. There we go. Actually, hold on. That's why I bought the stand. That's why I bought the stand, so I can do it with 2 hands and not 1. Because 2 hands are better than 1 whenever it comes to certain practices. All right, there we go. Right. Go, 4 more to go. Rose said she was also doing some pasta, so I mean, hopefully mine tastes as good as hers. I'm sure it will. That's why the other day I suggested that, you know, if my channel gets bigger, that I invite some other people to do some dual cooking as well. Kind of similar to what Chef Ramsay does, but in like the first person view. But I mean, Ross said she has a bit of a camera fright, which is okay. You know, no rush at all. Okay, so mushrooms are all quartered. Caramel's looking good. Good, just like that. Key thing is to make sure your constantly cleaning the pan so that way none of it gets stuck to you. And also to make sure to always do this at a medium setting so that way, again, it doesn't get burnt too quickly. It's always about a gradual process. Never do things too fast or too slow, because if it's too slow, it's boring, and if it's too fast, it's painful. All right. And you won't enjoy it either way. Okay, so that looks good. How long has it been? We'll do this for about another minute, and then we'll just take care of that. Let's just see the instructions here for the pasta. So it's for 10 or 12 minutes. Yep, very good. Okay, so that's good. And I'm going to add in the mushrooms right now. So there we go. And we're going to be frying the mushrooms until they're nice and brown, which should be for about 7 minutes. Good, there we go. Oh, nothing wrong with a bit of mushroom in here. Good source of testosterone for us growing men. That's right, men still continue to grow after 21. Thank you for asking. All right, there we go. I'm just going to turn the heat up a bit. Oh wait, it's already turned up to the max, so that's fine. Now I'm just going to slowly put this in here. I've been trying to learn how to cook, but that video made me want to be lazy and hire a caterer. Ah, come on, Cement, you gotta have motivation in your life. I mean, I will be honest, if I wasn't working in every day, I'd probably be as lazy as you are. The fact that I'm getting like 2 days off just to do this stuff kind of makes me feel a whole lot more wholesome and healthier. I spent most of the day today, like, watching a few movies with Ross and Gelf, and that definitely excited me. But too much excitement can also leave you drained. So nothing wrong with that. But you always got to find a way to spend time, enjoy it while it lasts. All right. So okay, so we'll leave this going for another couple of minutes. All right. Yep, look at how it's browning very nicely, guys. That's what we want. We want to keep that, we want to make the mushrooms very fluffy. Bring them all in together. Just a question, how does your garlic not burn? I cook mushrooms first, then the onions, then the garlic. So actually, what I do is I actually put in the garlic and the onion first, so that way it becomes caramelized like very gradually. And then the mushrooms themselves act as like an insulator. I find I actually haven't tried putting mushrooms in first because I feel like you're just I mean either way works, but I feel like either like the outcome is still going to be similar whether you do the mushrooms first or then the garlic and the onions. So I think the reason why I do the garlic and the onion first is because you could cook these a little bit more like gradually and then like take care of the mushrooms later. Cooking again, what's for dinner? Well, what's for dinner is I'm going to be making some homemade pasta, and so I've got some tomatoes here. I'm caramelizing some onion and garlic and some mushroom, and then I'm going to be slicing and dicing some tomatoes and putting in some balsamic vinegar to make it extra juicy. Yeah, why does it not burn? I think because it's all about doing things gradually, because some people they turn the oven too quickly, sorry, the stove too quickly, and then it just burns very quickly. Yep, pasta indeed, Savage. I should probably also add that the reason it doesn't burn is because I added in rapeseed oil. Because like adding in a bit of oil like definitely helps to make sure that none of the garlic or the onions burn very quickly. Because you're going to be doing this for a long period of time, so you have to make sure that everything is mixed in really well and that it's like, you know, cooking inside thoroughly. Because if I didn't add any onions, if I didn't add any oil, I would actually end up burning like the garlic and the onion too quickly, and that's not something I want to do. So I think it all has. It's actually this is what what's his name uh, Richard told me. He's been a professional chef for 20 years. He told me that the key to like making sure you don't burn your garlic or onion is to make sure that you either use a lot of oil. Yeah, you got to use oil. Like even though it's gonna seem sticky, it may. The key thing is not to add too much oil, but also not to put in too little, because like yeah, it's all about like putting in oil or like putting in water. Like if you're not a fan of oil, yeah, because the oil, like, you know, it acts like a it acts as a, what's the word, as something, not the opposite of, it sort of acts like the opposite of a catalyst. I guess the opposite of a catalyst in terms would be an analyst, but I digress. So yeah, key thing is the oil. Like make sure like to always like use oil, and if you're not using oil, use like stock, like vegetable stock or any kind of stock when it comes to cooking on a frying surface, because that's the key thing to making sure that your frying pan doesn't burn. Because once it burns, then it's going to be hard to get all the stuff out, like all the char out, and then like more stuff will stick to it, and it's just going to ruin the quality of the pan. I do use water, but mushrooms have a lot of water, so I do them first. Okay, that's fair. I think that's what makes the use of onions unique, because onions like are, sorry, I mean oil more like better, because oil is more viscous, so therefore it takes like more time to heat up compared to water, which is extremely thin. So, I mean, it's all about like making sure that you use the proper viscosity and amount of water, because you got to think long term with frying. Okay, so let's see. We're about 4 minutes in. Water's boiling. Pasta is very good. So we'll leave it in for a few more minutes. And in the meantime, what I should do is mix some of the pasta as well. And how will I do that? With this. Mushrooms to use to see through the future. Interesting thought. Oh, right, of course. Oh, those kind of mushrooms. Yes, the psilocybin, absolutely. Well, not just to see the future, but also to see yourself with the proper concentration. All right, so it looks like mushrooms are cooking in well. So now I am going to add in some balsamic vinegar to make it extra juicy. They say to use the equivalent of 4 tablespoons, but I'll try something else. That's good. Perfect. Okay, oven's off, so I'm going to turn off the stove for the pasta. Set it. Just turn it off here. Let it cool. There it is. That balsamic vinegar really gives it a nice, nice mix. It could also, vinegar itself can actually be used to help regulate the cooking, so that way it can actually slow down the cooking process as well. So that's also I think that's also why they added balsamic to the recipe as well, because it's all about yeah, it's all about cooking things thoroughly and gradually. Yeah, I know I'm definitely sounding redundant, but you know I'm redundant for a reason. All right, so this should cook for about another 5 to 7 minutes, and so I'll just turn that on, and What I'm going to do next is I'm going to slice and dice the tomatoes. All right, so just like before, the way I slice it is cut this part off. Oh man, okay, yeah, this time I'm going to use an aerated knife because using a thin knife, like, I'm going to be taking forever to do. So screw this aerated knife, I don't care. You can hate on me later, Richard. All right, so key thing, of course, when cutting, make sure don't cut all the way because then it's going to get loose and you're going to need it for later. So there we go. Nicely. We want to make sure that we're cutting near the end, but not all the way to the end. All right. Okay, good. Now we clasp it together like so. And what we can do here is, yep, so that's good. Turn it around like so. Up and cut. Come on, there we go. Ella. That should do it. So the key thing is, of course, making sure that you're using a ripe tomato when doing so. If it's less ripe, it's going to be much more difficult to pull apart. That's okay. So we've got that nice and diced. Right. It's cooking thoroughly. All right, so that's the first tomato. Let's see what's saying in the chat. Hi, Ross. Hen's in the chat. Hello. Hello, my fellow British woman. How goes the life in your local town in the outskirts of London? Okay, so let's just move that. Okay, so that's the first tomato. Now we're just going to slice through the second tomato. I will admit that the first tomato was done a little bit shoddily, but yeah, shoddily is a word. I don't care. All right, and then we're just going to cut like so. Okay, then let's do it like this. Should do it. Go, voila, bravo. There we go. Excellent. Nice and diced, like so. And now we're just going to pour it in here. Uh-oh, it's leaking a bit. That's no good. Go, nice and clean. No dry humping in the chat, please. Well, why not? This is my stream. Shoddily, yes. I just created a new word. Gotta add some spice and flavor in the chat. Exactly, Savage. Because that's what makes, because whenever something's risque, it means that it's much more exciting. As Don Draper said in Mad Men, controversy means viewers. All right, so we've got that going. Now we're just letting it simmer. Ooh, look at that. Look at these. Look at the way the sauce is simmering right now. Shoddily, 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 shoddily. Amber waves of pain. Oh dear, indeed. Indeed. Indeed, cement. All right, so I've got that going. Hi, Hen. Sorry, I was listening but sorting the washing out. No worries, Tanya. Everyone, we all got to multitask a bit. That's why I'm multitasking with the pasta. Speaking of which, I'm actually, once this is done simmering a bit, I'm going to mix in some of the water from here. I noticed you didn't answer my question. What was your question? You have a question? Oh yes, I'm your favorite perv. That's right. Actually, I'm the only perv. Yeah, what question was that? I didn't see the question in the stream. Ask it again. I'm not anywhere near the outskirts of London. Well, that's good. That means I didn't dox you. All right, so it's cooking nice and well. All right, so now I'm going to take the, I'm gonna take the scoop right here, and I'm going to take some of the water from here, like so, the pasta water, and dip it into the sauce. So that way it becomes extra tender. Voila. That should do it. Perfect. Very good. Duna. I actually think I am more of a perv than Romer. Oh, geez. And see, that's the problem. I'm always honest about my the way I act. But then you sort of just like go there and back. You tell me to behave, and then you say naughty things. Ugh. So hard to figure you out sometimes. But I know what you're really like. I think so too, Hen. Oh, Tanya. There's. I wonder what you mean by that. What sort of things does Tanya know that I don't about? Oh, the way you girls gossip. Ah, yes, the suspense. That's right. The plot thickens, especially when it comes to Japanese slang language, or anime language, I should say. All right, let's turn the heat up a bit. Or actually, you know what? I'll just simmer. Better yet, I'll just do it like this. Yeah, put it back here. Yep, keep on heating up. That hen's a perv. I was gonna say it's a London thing, but hen isn't from London. Well, I mean, like I figured hen was a perv. I just figured, there's something else interesting going on behind the scenes. I kid. I love Hen. Hen has a heart of gold whenever even though she pretends that she doesn't. Older and wiser Romer, I have more carnal knowledge. Oh, indeed. Indeed you do. And it's that wiser knowledge that you must pass on to the younger generation so that they could spread their love to the other people. Okay, pasta's coming in nicely. Very good. It's a cover-up to show the real identity. Well, yeah, exactly. In a way, like I like to make sure that I cover up as well because you know with so many awful people in the world, you gotta have like everyone needs to have a mask to put on so that way they could hide themselves. No, you must say thing, not thing. Okay, it's a London thing. You got it, Tanya. It's a London thing. All right, so let's drain out the pasta. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. All right, nice and steamed. Some of the chunks broke apart, but that's okay. Romer is sweet and innocent, really. Oh, thanks, Hen. I mean, I'm definitely sweet. As for the innocent parts, it's debatable. But I won't tell. I'm not that innocent, despite the Britney Spears songs saying otherwise. Hey, Romer in chat. Hey, Fanta. Oh my god, Fanta. The sweetest girl in the chat, without a doubt. She is definitely the most innocent of us all. If we were to ask the magic mirror on the wall. Yes, that's right. I just made a pun. I just made a punny. Okay, so pasta's all good. Mmm, very tasty. Yeah, your camera was gone black. Yeah, I had to just put it down for a bit. Sorry about that. Okay, so there we go. Voila. Simmering very nicely. That's what I want. Mmm, taste is coming in. All right, so now what I'm gonna do. Oh no, she isn't. Oh come on. Oh, so are you saying you're the most innocent then? I will say this though. What we've been trying to do is I actually want to pass this up for anyone who hasn't heard from Twitter. Um, we're actually trying to crowdfund a trip so that Fanta can come visit Hen, and I'm hoping to visit as well. You know, whenever I have time to visit. So like she has a GoFundMe set up, and not sure if anyone can drop the GoFundMe in the links because only the mods can do that. So yeah, so Hen, if you can message Rose, she can post it in the Discord and also post it in the live stream, so that way she can. I want an invite, lol. Feeling left out. Okay, Tanya. You are definitely you have a very nice bikini bod. Even though I haven't seen it myself, which is okay because we've only started getting to know each other. But with time, it will happen. Thank you, Ross. Thank you so much. I'm not a mod. How rude. Not to worry, Hen. No, I will put you in as a mod. Assuming I know how to. Tana, we will meet up with you too. Absolutely, yeah. Tanya, Hen, who else? Fanta. We're all gonna meet up. Even Richard. I believe Richard is also here as well. So sorry, not in the stream, but because he had to work. But he'll come by as well. All right. So how's it gonna work then? Okay. So we got that simmering. Pasta's in here. I'm just gonna pour it in here. All right. Voila. Pasta's good. Nice and wet. And what I'm going to do is going to take some butter. I think Fanta would love Camden Town. Interesting. Well, I won't say if anyone's from there because I actually don't know if they are. I'm not, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell them because I'm just not that cruel. All right, so we're just gonna get some butter here. Put in the sauce. I mean, in the pasta. All right, just gonna turn off the stove here and grab a little bit of sauce here. Mix it in here like so. I shall sneak into this and unleash random chaos. Okay, please do, Savage, because you've been wanting to unleash some chaos for quite some time. She really would, Tanya. I ain't been to Camden in years. Well, I would like to check out Camden. I'm sure it's a very nice town in London. Yes, I get the feeling she would love it from what I heard about her so far. We like your randomness, Savage. Yeah. You know what? Savage is a very underrated person. Like, just because he's quiet doesn't mean that he's a bad person. In fact, it makes him a good person. There is this saying that it's the quiet ones you gotta look after, but you know what? I think we should look after them in a great way. Okay, so we've got a little more pasta going in there. That should do it. I think that's nice and mixed. I want to see everything in England. Yeah, me too. I've only seen like the center of London. I've been to Piccadilly Circus, Westminster Abbey, Big Ben, Buckingham Palace. I want to see like, the more exciting stuff outside the city. All right, so we've got the pasta going very nicely. Now I'm going to mix in some pepper, some black pepper, because that is, of course, the universal spice. Should do it. Isn't there seasoning in that recipe, like pepper, thyme, basil, or oregano? Well, the only seasoning they have is the pepper. They did mention something about oregano, but I'm not really a fan of oregano when it comes to pasta. I just feel like it like ruins the taste. But that's just me. He makes it up as he goes along. Well, there is an original recipe that you could find on this, but in a way, Hen is right. I do make it up as I go along, but I think that's what makes me feel more relaxed as a when you cook things, because then you don't necessarily have to follow the original recipe all the time. Now I want to visit another country. Savage, you have no idea how much I want to visit another country as well, but I'm stuck in this situation. We're all stuck in this situation when it comes to traveling. There we go. Let's put in a little more. Heat up the oven for a bit. Just simmer it down. Mix it in well. And that way, please pronounce oregano correctly. What is it? Oregano? Oh my God. Let's say oregano. Oregano. There. Okay, basil goes good with tomatoes. Do I have basil? Let's see, I have coriander, I have thyme, I have chives, turmeric, oregano. Yeah, I've got oregano here. But you know what? Just for you guys, I will put in a little bit of oregano. Last time I was at Camden, wore maxi length. That's right, Romer. It's oregano. Oh my God. I actually used to say oregano, but then the Americans wanted me to say oregano. So there we go. I'll put in a little bit of oregano for you guys. Okay, let's see if that's gonna make the flavor any more better. Okay, now I wanna do another vote here. One, if I should put in white cheddar, or two, if I should leave it the way it is. One for yes, two for no. If I should put in some white cheddar. The Americans are wrong. Oh, Hen. So cocky all the time. Okay, so Cement wants cheese in it. Okay, so we've got one so far. Okay, and want some cheese as well. So we're looking. So let's see if anyone else wants it. Oh, Patty doesn't want the cheese. Fanta wants the cheese though. All right, very good. Oh, put it on after you plate up. Yeah, I guess I could do that. All right, there we go, nice and hot. Okay, so it looks like the ones have it. So we are going to just get a plate here. I resemble that remark. I think it's supposed to be I resent that remark, but I digress. Oh, Tanya wants the cheese too. Yeah, sorry, Patty. Looks like we're going to be putting in some cheese. All right, so that's good. I know you do, Fanta. Hey, no cat fights, okay? Save that for the bedroom, okay? Thank you. All right, there we go. Just that well. Perfect. Put in a little cheese. Good. Okay, and there we go. I got you, Fanson. Romer is just straight-laced. You wish. Okay, so Anne wants the one as well. Okay, that's a line from Death Proof by Quentin Tarantino. Interesting. All right, so there we go. I'm just going to put a bit more black pepper in here. Oops. Okay, that should do it. Ah, there we go. Okay, I shall add some good Tampico chili powder to eat it all. Okay, so here it is, guys, the final recipe. So I want you guys to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being horrible, 10 being amazing. What do you guys think? Okay, Ross is giving it a 7. It's been 7, 7, 7. No worries. Or 8. Okay, 8 is better than 7. Oh my God, hen. All right, 7, no problem. So that's going with an 8 as well. Fanta is going with a 10. 8 needs more seasoning. True. You know what? I will put in some more seasoning as well. So later on. It looks a bit bland, to be honest. Yeah. I'm just like a little scared of like putting in the wrong seasoning. Okay, Savage goes with an 8. So it looks like overall it's a 7.5 out of 10, which is fine. Okay, so all right, so I will see you guys later, and I'm glad that you enjoyed the stream. Because even whenever you can't make a 7, that's only because I prefer penne pasta to fusilli. What does it taste like? Tastes like heaven. Mm. I'd say it definitely tastes like an 8. I'd eat anything you cook, Romer. Oh boy. Be careful what you wish for, Fanta. Mm. All right, so thank you all for coming, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Take care.